Hi there. This is video 2 about my hub admin website. In this video I'm going to go into my interaction with the FlickrNet API to hook into Flickr and my image.aspx page to stream images from another website through my website to avoid blocking. What I will do first is just demonstrate. I'll go into the Flickr API first. The main thing I need to say is this is not my code. The FlickrNet API is available for anyone, really. It's on Codeplex. Go there, download it, enjoy it. The way I've used it is probably fairly simple in terms of what it can do, but a lot of what I use it, or a lot of how I use it, is stored here in the web config file. I've just copied my web config into a demo just so I can show you where everything would go. This section name part is essential. You've just got to tell it that it's going to be using FlickrNet, and similarly just under the config sections you've got a FlickrNet node, and you've got to put your API key and secret key in there. Those two parts are all in the demo code that you can download from FlickrNet quite easily. The part that I've automated is this Flickr auth token. What you'll know is if you have a FlickrNet API website and you run it, the first time that you try to get authentication, it will send you off to Flickr, whereupon you're asked to log in and click allow this user to use the API, at which point it passes you back to your callback URL, in this case the hub, and it will pass back an authentication token. What's nice is that this authentication token doesn't expire, and it knows all about me, and it knows that I'm allowed to use the authorization token from hub.kruelintent.com, and so to save going to Flickr every time, I'm able to save the authorization token in my web config. That way when I go into my hub and I select an image to upload to Flickr, there's no need for me to go to Flickr itself to authenticate, which is just as well, as Flickr is blocked. Just let the styling happen. Okay. The interface for photo uploads is fairly simple. All I've got here is a standard input upload file, a couple of text boxes and a command button, and what I've got underneath is a div which gets populated on return. There are a couple of gotchas with the upload photo code. What I'll do is I'll go down this line by line. This is just checking that you've made you've added a file. I've had to add a directory on my website called Flickr upload temp. The idea is, and this is the first gotcha, the FlickrNet API, the upload picture function requires that the image is on the web server that is running your website, i.e. even though it's coming from the client side, I need to upload it to my website first, and then I can use FlickerNet to upload it through to Flickr. So that's what this first sort of 5 or 6 lines are doing. That's saving the file. Beyond that, I've got a new FlickerNet instance, and here I would normally be authenticating myself, but in this case I'm able to get my authentication token from the application settings in the webconfig file, and it works perfectly. So all I'm doing really is throwing it the file name on the server side, along with the title and the description from the 2 text boxes on the website. Photo get sizes gets back a collection of the available sizes. I'm not sure that's used, to be honest. No, that's not used. What I'm doing here is creating some HTML for the div, and if you ignore the image.aspx page call, which I'll go into in a minute, what it's doing mainly is this upload picture returns a image ID as a string, and I'm able to then throw that at get picture photos get info and get the URLs for the thumbnail, small, medium and large images. Just then sets the inner HTML of the div to that HTML that I've just created, and pops a little message box to tell me that it's all okay. Because I'm twittering on, it's 7 minutes in, I'm just going to go through the image ASPX. It's actually a lot simpler than you would think. What I've got is, in the page load, it looks for an image URL. If I get a image URL, then what I need to do is get that image to a byte array that I can binary write out in the response stream. And this is it, really. It's one function. It's a normal system net request where I'm getting the image. I set my response to get the response from the request stream, and I create myself a 0 length byte array, and then while I'm reading down the response byte stream, I'm able to redimension the array and add that returned byte to it. It seems convoluted, but it is in fact very fast. It doesn't take any time at all, really. Once it's got the completed byte array, it's able to return that obviously to the page load function, and it simply binary writes it out to the browser. In the next video, I think I will go into the Facebook integration, because that seems to be a bit of a black art with regards to posting status updates and so on. But I will get onto that in the next couple of days.